120 Wise Quotes from the East. Inspire your life with new ideas and a different perspective.
If you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. Dalai Lama. The wise man is one who knows what he does not know. Lao Tzu. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Confucius. Doubt everything. Find your own light. Buddha. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Confucius. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. Lao Tzu. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. Confucius. 3 things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Buddha. What you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others. Confucius. You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger. Buddha. No one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path. Buddha. Do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire. Confucius. Suffering is not holding you. You are holding suffering. Buddha. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. Mahatma Gandhi. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. Buddha. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. Confucius. The superior man understands what is right. The inferior man understands what will sell. Confucius. The superior man is modest in his speech but exceeds in his actions. Confucius. When you realize nothing is lacking, the whole world belongs to you. Lao Tzu. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Rumi. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Confucius. Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I am changing myself. Rumi. Flow with whatever may happen and let your mind be free. Stay centered by accepting whatever you are doing. This is the ultimate. Zhuangzi. The perfect man employs his mind as a mirror. It grasps nothing. It refuses nothing. It receives but does not keep. Zhuangzi. He who knows others is wise. He who knows himself is enlightened. Lao Tzu. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Confucius. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Confucius. The secret of health for both mind and body is not to mourn for the past, worry about the future, or anticipate troubles, but to live in the present moment wisely and earnestly. Buddha. If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. Lao Tzu. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Buddha. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Confucius. In the end, only 3 things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you. Buddha. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. Lao Tzu. You only lose what you cling to. Buddha. The root of suffering is attachment. Buddha. One is never afraid of the unknown. One is afraid of the known coming to an end. Jiddu Krishnamurti. The most important point is to accept yourself and stand on your 2 feet. Shunryu Suzuki. A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent on arriving. Lao Tzu. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Lao Tzu. The more you know yourself, the more clarity there is. Self-knowledge has no end. You don't come to an achievement, you don't come to a conclusion. It is an endless river. Jiddu Krishnamurti. The true value of a human being can be found in the degree to which he has attained liberation from the self. Gautama Buddha. The noble-minded are calm and steady. Little people are forever fussing and fretting. Confucius. The highest form of human intelligence is to observe yourself without judgment. Jiddu Krishnamurti. Treat every moment as your last. It is not preparation for something else. Shunryu Suzuki. The more you know yourself, the more you become a child of wonder. Chogyam Trungpa. The wise man doesn't give the right answers, he poses the right questions. Confucius. Silence is the language of God, all else is poor translation. Rumi. Silence is a source of great strength. Lao Tzu. To understand the immeasurable, the mind must be extraordinarily quiet, still. Jiddu Krishnamurti. To the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. Lao Tzu. When you once see something as false which you have accepted as true, as natural, as human, then you can never go back to it. Jiddu Krishnamurti. Remember that not getting what you want is sometimes a wonderful stroke of luck. Dalai Lama. A truly compassionate attitude toward others does not change even if they behave negatively or hurt you. Dalai Lama. The goal is not to be better than the other man, but your previous self. Dalai Lama. Give the ones you love wings to fly, roots to come back, and reasons to stay. Dalai Lama. When you talk, you are only repeating what you already know. But if you listen, you may learn something new. Dalai Lama. The tongue, like a sharp knife, kills without drawing blood. Buddha. There are only two mistakes one can make along the road to truth: not going all the way and not starting. Buddha. Your work is to discover your work and then with all your heart to give yourself to it. Buddha. An idea that is developed and put into action is more important than an idea that exists only as an idea. Buddha. If anything is worth doing, do it with all your heart. Buddha. If we can really understand the problem, the answer will come out of it, because the answer is not separate from the problem. Jiddu Krishnamurti. The ultimate source of happiness is not money and power, but warm-heartedness. Dalai Lama. The foolish man seeks happiness in the distance, the wise grows it under his feet. James Oppenheim. There is no path to happiness, happiness is the path. Buddha. Happiness is not something ready-made, it comes from your own actions. Dalai Lama. We are shaped by our thoughts, we become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves. Buddha. Freedom and love go together. Love is not a reaction. If I love you because you love me, that is mere trade, a thing to be bought in the market. It is not love. To love is not to ask anything in return, not even to feel that you are giving something. And it is only such love that can know freedom. Jiddu Krishnamurti. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. Rumi. If you want to awaken all of humanity, then awaken all of yourself. Lao Tzu. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Mahatma Gandhi. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Lao Tzu. It is better to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles. Then the victory is yours. It cannot be taken from you. Buddha. Every morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. Buddha. Be kind whenever possible. It is always possible. Dalai Lama. In the practice of tolerance, one's enemy is the best teacher. Dalai Lama. The ability to observe without evaluating is the highest form of intelligence. Jiddu Krishnamurti. An insincere and evil friend is more to be feared than a wild beast. A wild beast may wound your body, but an evil friend will wound your mind. Buddha. Health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth, faithfulness the best relationship. Buddha. Love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive. Dalai Lama. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. Dalai Lama. You must understand the whole of life, not just one little part of it. That is why you must read. That is why you must look at the skies. That is why you must sing and dance and write poems and suffer and understand for all that is life. Jiddu Krishnamurti. Know the rules well so you can break them effectively. Dalai Lama. Work out your own salvation. Do not depend on others. Buddha. A man is not called wise because he talks and talks again, but if he is peaceful, loving and fearless, then he is in truth called wise. Buddha. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. Confucius. The art of living is neither careless drifting on the one hand, nor fearful clinging to the past on the other. It consists in being sensitive to each moment, in regarding it as utterly new and unique, in having the mind open and wholly receptive. Alan Watts. Truth is a pathless land. Jiddu Krishnamurti. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everyone will respect you. Lao Tzu. The only real failure in life is not to be true to the best one knows. Buddha. The less you respond to rude, critical, argumentative people, the more peaceful your life will become. Dalai Lama. To keep the body in good health is a duty, otherwise we shall not be able to keep our minds strong and clear. Buddha. The ending of sorrow is the beginning of wisdom. Knowledge is always within the shadow of ignorance. Meditation is freedom from thought and a movement in the ecstasy of truth. Meditation is explosion of intelligence. Jiddu Krishnamurti. Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life. Buddha. Meditate. Live purely. Be quiet. Do your work with mastery. Like the moon, come out from behind the clouds. Shine. Buddha. Resolve to be tender with the young, compassionate with the aged, sympathetic with the striving, and tolerant of the weak and the wrong. Sometime in life you will have been all of these. Buddha. The ultimate purpose of life is to be a manifestation of pure consciousness. Patanjali. The real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes. Marcel Proust. Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. Bruce Lee. Choose to be optimistic. It feels better. Dalai Lama. Our prime purpose in this life is to help others. And if you can't help them, at least don't hurt them. Dalai Lama. Sleep is the best meditation. Dalai Lama. The highest form of human intelligence is to observe yourself without judgment. Jiddu Krishnamurti. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Buddha. We can never obtain peace in the outer world until we make peace with ourselves. Dalai Lama. The way to do is to be. Lao Tzu. To know the road ahead, ask those coming back. Chinese proverb. If you begin to understand what you are without trying to change it, then what you are undergoes a transformation. Jiddu Krishnamurti. The true hero is one who conquers his own anger and hatred. Dalai Lama. The whole secret of existence is to have no fear. Buddha. To understand everything is to forgive everything. Buddha. The way is not in the sky. The way is in the heart. Buddha. The constant assertion of belief is an indication of fear. Jiddu Krishnamurti. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Buddha. The only Zen you find on the tops of mountains is the Zen you bring up there. Robert M. Pirsig. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right-doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. Rumi. It is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. Jiddu Krishnamurti. The moment you have in your heart this extraordinary thing called love and feel the depth, the delight, the ecstasy of it, you will discover that for you the world is transformed. Jiddu Krishnamurti. You have to grow from the inside out. None can teach you. None can make you spiritual. There is no other teacher but your own soul. Swami Vivekananda. There is a saying in Tibetan, tragedy should be utilized as a source of strength. No matter what sort of difficulties, how painful experience is, if we lose our hope, that's our real disaster. Dalai Lama.
Which of these quotes is your favourite? Let us know in the comments below.